pag hindi mo na-complete, nawa-wipe out.
Yes, mga wipe out and ano po, yun nga po yung paddle po, yung pinakamahirap, yung paddle from the beach going to the lineup ulit. Kasi sobrang laki po ng alon. Minsan, it will take like 7 minutes para makabalik ka sa lineup.
Morning and afternoon po ba, coach? Yung competition, morning afternoon, so
We start at 6:30 until 5 p.m.
okay.
Yung competition.
6:30 in the morning, ending at 5 p.m. Generally po, ano yung climate, ano yung weather conditions na?
Ang weather conditions almost same sa Philippines.
So mag 40? Nagpo-40? Nagpo-40 din?
Mas mainit po.
50?
40, 47.
Ganon, average? Matindi pa.
Mara ba, pinakabata? 40 years old.
40?
Mara. Ilan taon ka na surfing? 7 years, nag-start ka na. So 7 years ka na ngayon sa surfing. Tama ba?
Yeah, 7 years old siya nag-start.
7, siya, 14 siya. So 7 years sa surfing, tama? Pero first time mo sa international competition ba? Sa world?
Second time na po, kasi galing na po ako ng Maldives.
Last year?
Maldives.
Nasa Maldives. Anong performance mo doon?
Shortboard po.
Anong
Anong
finish
place?
mo doon?
Umabot ka ba ng podium finish, gold, silver, bronze, copper?
Kailan to?
Last year.
Last year, Maldives.
Maldives Asian Surfing Championship.
Anong place niyo po?
Yung team is bronze last year.
Bronze, men and women combined?
Semifinals lang siya. Women juniors.
Women junior. Eh, of course, nagalaon yung ka. Paano ka nahilig sa surfing, anak? Paano ka nahilig sa surfing?
Tinuruan lang po ako ng papa ko, tapos nag-start po ako sumali ng competition.
Surfer din ang papa mo,
Yes.
surfing coach. Okay. Very good.
May surf school.
May surf school po sila.
Anong next major competition eh? Is it SEA Games already?
Sa Asian Games na po, Japan.
Wala pong surfing sa SEA Games.
Wala po
Wala.
lang surfing sa
Wala.
SEA Games.
So Nagoya na kayo.
Yung Thailand po is off-season yung surfing nila during the SEA Games, so they did not include surfing event.
Iba talaga yung height ng waves, di ba? So wala ba tayo, since nakita mo na yung waves in that area, wala ba tayo sa Pilipinas na kamanage yung waves?
La Union. On its peak day, La Union is the
La Union ang pinakamalapit. So that's the
similar to the
best
How
place for
about yung mga
surfing.
other surfing places like Quezon, Siargao?
Camarines Norte, kasama na rin. At
Yes.
Borongan.
Chairman, ano po ang plano natin para sa the whole team or para ma-sustain nila yung success nila and development na rin?
Well, they did have their request for budget. The oversight is Commissioner Fritz, so continue our support and kasi hindi kasali naman to sa Southeast Asian Games, pero I'm sure they have international events and leading up to the Asian Games.
In Nagoya.
In Nagoya. So
Surfing
we
is-
will continue
sino
to support.
Surfing head nyo, ng association nyo? Doc Panas ba?
Dr. George Canlas pa rin.
Yes.
Kasama anak niya ang secretary. May I just add to that ng programa, no? You've heard before, mayroong programa through the chairman, ang program namin na high performance program, and that's under the chairman, and that's they've given it to us to run that, no, and to build that. And in fact, sinabi ko yan dun sa sports nutrition kahapon, what the program is. That high performance that will include nutrition, that will include total yun eh. Everyone else, the first rate countries, puro meron na silang tayo we had before pero hindi natutuloy, so hopefully under admin na ngayon matutuloy yun. In fact, chairman went to Singapore recently again to see if we could have a collaboration with them for the high performance, no? And also with Japan, Qatar, we've looked at that. But what I'd like to mention is that mention this to them. Kailangan ninyong nutrition, which is part of that. We always look at it from the high performance. Mga kalaban nyo, pag nandun, mga kinakain nila, talagang good food, nutrition and all. Eh sila, baka mamaya kinakain nyo doon, bagoong, tuyo, and all of that. In other words, we are relying on their natural gifts and skills nila. So sabi namin, sabi nga ni Chairman, ang suporta dito is talagang dapat scientific na. Kaya na-mention kanina ni Coach, when they participate and compete, the whole day yan eh. Morning, pag nag-qualify ka, next, the whole day. Eh pagdating mo ng hapon, wala kang tamang kinain ng lunch, wala kang tamang... Eh di pagdating mo dun sa mga end portion nun, eh baka dun magbibigay. So yun nga ang terms of support aside from the budget na meron namin, is we will make sure that they will undergo through the high performance program, no? Like we already started with that with vaccine, they will do testing para tignan, and luckily si George is the head of this, sabi niya, St. Luke's, which na-mention ni Chairman yun, we should not only look at UST as our partners to provide the high performance testing. Diba? Why we cannot invent that now? If when meron time we can collaborate with. Kaya we're working on that with St. Luke's also. Tapos UP yesterday, they're more than willing to, yung team doon ng Kinetics, yung bago, more than willing to help us also to provide a testing or any kind of support for our elite athletes. So, yun, in that sense, yun na ang aming Sir Ed, yung programa na that we can offer to them and to other elite athletes natin that are prospective Olympians.
Kung 2028 ba kasama ang surfing?
Yun nga, go, ikaw mag-second coach.
Since the inclusion of surfing on the 2020
Olympic Games.
Japan Games, Olympic Games, shortboard lang po ang na-include for surfing sports as a sport. But since surfing has two branches, longboard and shortboard, so it has been the effort of longboard community to apply for longboard on the 2028 LA Olympics. But unfortunately, just 2 weeks before we had to, because that's what we're really vying for, like we're targeting, because Philippines has really a big chance on the Olympic Games on the longboard division because we're number 3 in the world. And one of our professional surfer is number 4 in the world.
Si Esquivel.
Esquivel.
How old is he, sir?
20. Yeah, 28 pa lang si...
So may chance na masama yung
But unfortunately, longboard has not been included in the 2028 Olympics, and it will be considered again until it has been approved to the Brisbane 2032.
Pero kamusta ang chances natin sa shortboard?
Sa shortboard pala, before I forget, we have a major Olympic qualifying on September, which is also in El Salvador. That's the shortboard division naman.
Same beach?
Same beach. Apparently, El Sunsal and the tourism of El Salvador has the contract for ISA World Games for 8 years since 2020.
So yung mga atleta mo niyon,
Short.
dual, so short, longboard and shortboard. Practice na
Different team po yung sa shortboard natin, but on the national qualification, sometimes the longboarders will also try to compete
Kasi
in
siya,
the
14 years old, baka pwede...
Actually, she is a multi-sport category, shortboard and longboard.
Coach, just for the benefit of our readers and hopefully listeners, like Gab, what is the difference between shortboard and longboard surfing? Para just to give them a general idea. How long is the surfboard? Tapos kung ano yung mga competitions.
Pwede ko po yan.
Sige po.
Sige po, go ahead.
Sige, coach.
Okay, yung sa longboard po is ang measurement is about 9 to 10 feet. And then yung width nun, mas malapad siya from nose to tail. And then ang discipline ng longboard, different yung level niya ng tricks. Like they need to walk on the board. Yun yung category ng mga criteria for judging sa longboard and how they also perform in the waves. But unlike shortboard, mas maiksi, as short as 5 feet to 11, 5 feet 5 until 5'11 to 6 feet ang shortboard category. And yung takbo naman nila ng competition, the criteria for judging is yung agility, yung how they speed, tapos yung angle ng approach nila sa wave, and then may mga progressive move pa like aerial,
More dangerous tricks siya.
more dangerous tricks.
Pero,
And then yung wave,
mas the same waves then?
Yes.
actually it varies. Sometimes the same, most oftentimes varies.
What I mean is bigger waves, smaller waves?
Both shortboard and longboard can surf at the smaller or bigger wave. But longboard, mas mahirap po siyang i-surf sa mga hollow waves, yung nag-tube na. Kasi mas mahaba yung board and hindi na stable. Pero yung bigat naman, mas mahirap talaga i-surf ang longboard. Kasi yung control mo dyan is different.
Yung maneuvers eh.
Yeah. I'll go back to the high performance in nutrition. It's something that opened my eyes in Singapore. Kasi sa Pilipinas, we have a nutritionist, we provide food to the athletes. Ang difference in Singapore is they teach their athletes how to cook. Okay? They teach their athletes what to eat on off-season, in-season, and in competition. They teach the athlete portions, off-season, in-season, and in competition. They also teach the athletes how to grow their own vegetables. In their dormitory, they have a hydroponic vegetable garden.
Organic lang.
Pinipitas lang ang yung mga lechugas, gulay, lahat. So that's something to think about moving forward. And there's others that are also involved in the high performance. They take advantage of scientists already, and they take advantage of AI into how to improve the sport and how to improve the athlete. It's something I will discuss also when we form our high performance.
When is the scheduled implementation conference?
We're ongoing na yan, we're ongoing, but we're doing it, with
Yeah.
slow, depending on...
Sport by sport or what time frame?
Well, I guess you'll focus muna on a certain number of sports, like
Yes.
big sports.
Yes, that's how it, we cannot go in all. Really, but since it's high performance, it's an Olympic sport. So when we started that, we discussed it. We go first yung mga individual that we have in Olympics, and then two is yung those that will qualify, that best chance to qualify. Yun ang mga focus, no?
So
But-
you're telling us now that, for example, obviously malabas naman sa performance natin, boxing, gymnastics, weightlifting, maybe combat sports. Okay. Plus yung taekwondo, maybe even skateboarding, considering we have.
Anyway, that another topic that you can now discuss and work on on that one. No, but what I wanted to add na nasabi ni Chairman ngayon, yung diet at ganon. Kasi si Nesty came yesterday. So sabi ko, break kami ngayon. Come, di ba? Medyo may weight ka na yun. Oo nga eh. So sabi ko, the only thing I thought, dapat bantayan mo yung weight mo even off-season. Meaning, dapat tama yung kinakain mong kung anong dapat mo kakainin kahit off-season, di ba? And that's exactly what Chairman is saying now. Di ba? Again, to me, that's an opener na dapat alam nila. And I think in the nutrition portion yesterday, parang sinasabi, you have to be aware of what you should be eating and how...
Weight management.
Weight management, which falls yung sarili mo, alagaan mo, hindi yung... Di ba? You always rely on your coach, you always rely on... Kaya, lalo pag off-season, you cannot be with your coach 24/7. So, that again is also an opener.
Reverting